Ever feel like building your first $100,000 is a punishment from the universe? Like every step forward takes everything you've got and the mountain keeps getting steeper? You're not imagining it. This is the hardest part of the wealth journey, the phase designed to test your discipline, patience, and identity. Charlie Munger wasn't exaggerating when he said the first $100,000 is brutal. He meant it literally feels impossible because the math is stacked against you. Compounding is barely awake. Every dollar of progress comes from your sweat, your sacrifice, your choices. You are the only engine pulling the load. Before $100,000, compounding whispers. You invest $5,000 and maybe earn $400, $500 in a year. That's nothing compared to the effort you put in. 90% of your progress is pure grind. Your paycheck, your side hustle, your discipline. The boulder feels heaviest at the bottom. This early stage is about building mass, not speed. You're shaping the snowball by hand, packing it tighter, refusing to let it melt. Extreme savings rates, aggressive income growth, and ruthless discipline are the only tools that work here. It's not glamorous. It's lonely. But it's the foundation. Meanwhile, everyone around you seems to be living better. Vacations, new cars, weekend splurges. You could join them. You could spend that money and feel good today. That's the trapdoor. Most people fall through it. They quit right before momentum kicks in. They trade long-term freedom for short-term comfort. The voice in your head gets loud. Why am I doing this? I'm missing out. This is pointless. That's the psychological cliff where most people let go. They stop investing, stop saving, or cash out. But if you hold on a little longer, everything changes. Around the $100,000 mark, the math flips. Suddenly, a 7 to 8% return generates $7,000 to $8,000 a year, passively. That's more than many people save annually. Your portfolio becomes a silent partner that works 24/7. You're no longer alone. The snowball starts rolling itself. Keep your habits steady, and compounding begins doing the heavy lifting. What once felt like crawling now feels like gliding. Your money multiplies faster than your effort. The next $900,000 doesn't require the same suffering as the first $100,000. Momentum becomes your ally. Stay consistent for another decade, and compounding can generate 60 to 80% of your annual growth. You're adding fuel, but the engine is mostly automatic. The journey to $1 million becomes less about grinding and more about staying out of your own way. Most people never reach this stage because they don't build the mental calluses required. They crumble under doubt, comparison, and impatience. But if you survive the grinder, if you stay disciplined when it hurts, you become unbreakable. You develop the identity of someone who can delay gratification for years. Lifestyle creep is the silent killer. As income rises, spending rises even faster. The snowball melts before it grows. Lock your lifestyle early. Keep expenses flat while income climbs. This single decision can shave years off your journey to $1 million. Here's the protocol that gets you through the hell phase. Save aggressively. Early returns barely matter. Attack income relentlessly. Job hop, negotiate, build side streams. Freeze lifestyle. No creep. Automate investing. Remove emotion. Track progress quarterly. Celebrate tiny wins. This is a temporary sprint for permanent freedom. Inflation makes the first $100,000 feel even harder today. Prices rise, goals shift, and your dollars feel weaker. But the principle remains unchanged. The first big chunk is still the hardest. Use inflation as fuel, a reason to start sooner, save harder, and invest consistently. Think of wealth in 3 phases. Muscle phase, $0 to $100,000, pure grind. Expect slow progress. Snowball phase, $100,000 to $500,000, momentum becomes visible. Stay disciplined. Acceleration phase, $500,000 to $1 million plus, gravity takes over. Your portfolio grows faster than your effort. Understanding these phases keeps you sane and consistent. Munger was right, the first $100,000 is hell. But once you conquer it, Everything becomes easier, not because life changes, but because you do. You've built discipline, resilience, and identity. If you're still pushing the boulder, keep going. The snowball is forming. The flip is coming. You've got the roadmap. Now take the next step. The temptation to quit never disappears, it just evolves. Once you hit $50,000, you'll feel the itch to reward yourself. A new car, a bigger apartment, a lifestyle upgrade. But remember, the snowball isn't ready yet. The exit sign is fake. The real reward is still ahead. Discipline is the seed that grows into wealth. Most people trade it for dopamine. They chase status, comfort, and validation and wonder why they're stuck. But if you protect that seed, water it daily, and ignore the noise, you'll grow something that outlasts every trend and temptation. Wealth isn't just about money, it's about identity. Every dollar you save, every temptation you resist, every investment you make, it's forging a version of you that can handle discomfort, delay gratification, and stay focused. That version is the one who reaches $1 million. The game is simple, but not easy. You juggle income, savings, and investing while distractions fly at you nonstop. The trick isn't perfection, it's rhythm. Build systems that protect your habits. Automate what you can. And when you drop a ball, pick it up fast. This isn't forever. The muscle phase, the brutal grind, lasts 4 to 8 years for most people. That's it. One intense chapter for a lifetime of freedom. Sprint now, so you can walk later. Delay pleasure now, so you can choose it later. Every dollar you invest is a seed. You won't see results tomorrow or next month, but give it time, and it grows into freedom. Not just financial freedom, but time freedom, location freedom, emotional freedom. The kind of life most people never taste. Every decision you make, every dollar you spend or save is a vote. A vote for comfort now or freedom later. Most people vote for comfort without realizing it. But if you start voting for freedom consistently, the results compound. Your future self will thank you. Debt slows you down. Lifestyle inflation adds weight. Comparison steals your focus. If you want to reach $100,000 fast, drop the bricks. Pay off high-interest debt. Keep your lifestyle lean. And stop measuring your journey against someone else's highlight reel. Your path is yours. Own it. Track your progress quarterly, not daily, not weekly. Wealth moves slowly at first. If you obsess over every dip, you'll burn out. Zoom out. Measure in seasons. Celebrate small wins. And remember, the goal isn't perfection, it's consistency over time. Once you cross the $100,000 threshold, something magical happens. You look back and realize the hardest part is behind you. The valley below is filled with momentum. Your money works while you sleep. Your habits are locked in. You've earned the right to breathe and accelerate. You don't have to sprint forever. After the muscle phase, you shift into glide mode. You still contribute, but the snowball does most of the work. You've built the system. Now you just maintain it. Wealth becomes a quiet companion, not a loud obsession. The real reward isn't the money, it's the time. Time to think. Time to create. Time to rest. Time to help others. Wealth buys back the hours you used to trade for survival. And that's the most valuable currency on earth. Once you've built your snowball, you can pass it on. Teach someone else. Share the roadmap. Help them skip the mistakes. Your journey becomes a legacy. And your wealth becomes more than numbers. It becomes a story that inspires others to start their own. You've made it through the grind. You've felt the flip. You've seen the acceleration. Now you understand the game. It's not about luck. It's not about genius. It's about habits, patience, and identity. The scoreboard doesn't lie. And you've earned every point on it. If you're still in the muscle phase, keep pushing. If you've hit momentum, protect it. If you're accelerating, enjoy it. Wherever you are, remember the first $100,000 is hell. But it's also the gate. Once you pass through, everything changes. You've got the map. You've got the mindset. Now, go build the life that compounds forever.